So in Hawaii, since there's so many gaskets, we usually at the shop we pre-package all the parts in one piece. And this is a set that was set up a number of years ago. Okay, so these have all the gaskets for the M50. Yeah, the M50 super automatic. And a lot of the gaskets are very, very similar to the top and bottom. In fact, they probably have the same number. But as you remember, some of these gaskets have what do you call additional gaskets as part of the original gasket. Now the colors may have changed. Just offhand, I believe this is the bottom gasket. So the bottom gasket. So the two sets of gaskets there, and then you notice this one is, well, they're both the same. Okay, so this is for the top gasket, and one has a larger O-ring. And you got to watch out. This O-ring is square. I don't know if you can see it, but it's square compared to the inner O-ring, which is round. So the square one goes in here, and it's a square. If you look at right there, you can see it's a square channel. So you got to put this in there, and you have to be careful that it goes in straight. Okay, I believe this is not really square. It's actually pentagon shape. So it's square on the bottom. On the bottom is square, and then on the top is at an angle, like a V shape. So I don't know if you can see that. Okay, anyway, so you got to make sure this is like not inside out or twisted or anything like that. So the pointy edge is towards the outside, and what you got to do is you got to slip this in where you got to make sure that pointed slot stays up, and the only way you can do that is to guide it in, and as you can see, I'm guiding it in without twisting and I'm going to go completely around, because you don't want to drop this in and it's wrong. So you got to make sure that the pointy end is up, and you can barely see it like that. Pointy end is up, and I'm going to go completely around without twisting it to make sure that there's no twist in it. And I'm going to gradually release this so it doesn't twist when it goes in, because if it goes in twisted, it's very difficult to remove. Okay, so as you can see, there's a line that goes right in the center of this, and that's where it seals. So okay, you see it's twisting a little bit here, so you got to make sure that stays center, dead center around the whole thing. Okay, that one's okay. And then you have that smaller piston, that smaller O-ring, this one. Okay, so that goes on the top. Okay, I just had this soaking in soapy water for about 10-15 minutes. I'm just going to wipe it off. You can see it got rid of most of the coffee. Okay, now if it's just a coffee stain, you can leave that. We're looking for actual chunks of coffee that will deform the piston. Okay, so in this particular case, you can see it's mostly off. Okay, so I'm gonna get a little bit of lube. Now if you have Lubifilm, that's the best thing to use. It's food grade. I'm just gonna put a little grease on, just to so I can get these things started without it jamming. Okay, and so the larger O-ring goes on. Okay, So the larger O-ring goes on, and then this O-ring goes over it.